Welcome to I'm Not Triggered, the podcast. I'm your host, Adrian Purchase, United States Air Force combat veteran, and I'm going to help you get your shit together one issue at a time. I'm so glad you're here because today we're going to talk about mindfulness, and we're going to talk about what it is, how to do it, why it's useful, and I'm going to give you all the tools that you'll need to start being more mindful in your own life in a way that works for you. Let's jump in. So, what the hell is mindfulness anyway? It's not meditation. No.
Phew.
In DBT, Dialectical Behavior Therapy, mindfulness is just the core foundation of everything else in the therapy. But mindfulness is really useful for everyone. Now, Marshall Linehan, the creator of DBT, describes mindfulness as basically being awake for your life, noticing when life is happening without immediately judging it as either good or bad. And you don't need to be in therapy to get this concept. And it's not a fancy woo-woo concept. This is a real tangible thing. This is a skill that I'm going to teach you today. Now, John Kabat-Zinn, who's like the godfather of bringing mindfulness to the West, puts it like this. Mindfulness is paying attention on purpose. It's about showing up for your life and your relationships, not sleepwalking through it, not white knuckling it. So think about this. How many times have you driven somewhere and you look up and you definitely missed your exit and it was an hour ago? Yeah, that's happened to me. Or you took a wrong turn, right? Because we weren't being mindful. That's mindlessness. And let me tell you what else happens when we're not mindful. And I also know this firsthand. Our brains become stuck in the past, reliving things that have happened already, or in anxiety and thinking only about the future. And then we're not present for the moment we're in now, and that's like the pinnacle of mindlessness. But we all do this. We are all guilty of this. No one is perfectly mindful all the time. So I said mindfulness is not meditation, right? Mindfulness can happen when you're walking. It can happen while you're painting. It can happen while you're in the shower. Mindfulness is just about being where you are, in full. So I want you to just try and experiment on this. Take some walks without earphones or headphones and maybe just focus on the walk. Be mindful about the way that the leaves sound or how the cement or the sand feels underneath your feet. Take a moment at work to just feel your feet on the floor. Splash some cold water on your face and really feel the temperature difference. Mindfulness is just about teaching ourselves to be present. Here's the hard thing, though, about mindfulness, and here's why we're so hesitant about being so mindful. Because if we're mindful in the moment we're in, that also means we're going to have to be mindful in moments that are hard, in moments that are painful. But by being continually mindless, we actually sap ourselves of the ability to replenish when we do have these kind of negative experiences, because we're going to have them anyway. And mindfulness teaches us that we can be present for all of it and we will be okay. And being able to be present in a hard moment is where the growth happens. It's wonderful because this is the birthplace of self-trust. So how do we actually do this in real life, right? You just start really small, 30 seconds. You don't have to jump into anything crazy. Just pay attention for 30 seconds to the wind, or 30 seconds to just check in with yourself about how you're feeling about something. Just the moments of noticing, those are real victories because all of those moments add up. Think of all the times that we haven't been mindful and all of the things that we've lost because of that. This is about gaining power and being present no matter what happens. And before we're done here, I just want to say that mindfulness is not about reaching like a zen. It's not about perfection. It's not about never letting your thoughts wander. They will. It happens. But it's just simply about being more purposeful about showing up for your life for whatever's happening in your life. And it might seem insignificant now, but over the long term, like, this is the stuff that life is made of. And when we miss it because we're not mindful, we miss everything. So this week, I want you to find just one moment a day to be fully present. Maybe when you're watching TV with your kid after work, you put your phone down and you watch TV and you ask them questions about the characters. Maybe instead of putting off learning that instrument, you might go ahead and look up some YouTube videos and have to be a little mindful about learning how to do the instrument, right? Reading a book, that takes so much attention, you know? If you can read a book and then talk to yourself about what happened in the chapter or what you liked about the chapter, that's being mindful. So I challenge you to find something this week to be more mindful of. Thank you so much for joining, Mate. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button. And you can find all the information in this episode in my SUBSTACK newsletter, which is in the description link below. Thanks so much for joining me. Take good care of yourself.